Hello, church. Welcome to today's daily devotion. My name is Henry Loke. This is God's Feeding Station. It's an honor to be with you again today as we continue in Letty Cowman's Streams in the Desert. Today comes from Isaiah 30, verse 7. Their strength is to sit still. In order really to know God, inward stillness absolutely is necessary. I remember when I first learned this. A time of great emergency had risen in my life, when every part of my being seemed to throb with anxiety, and when the necessity for immediate and vigorous action seemed overpowering, and yet circumstances were such that I could do nothing, and the person who could would not stir. For a little while it seemed as if I must fly to pieces with the inward turmoil, when suddenly a still small voice whispered in the depths of my soul, "Be still and know that I am God." The word was with power, and I hearkened. I composed my body to perfect stillness, and I constrained my troubled spirit into quietness and looked up and waited. And then I did know that it was God. God even in the very emergency and in my helplessness to meet it. And I rested in Him. It was an experience that I would not have missed for the world. And I may also add that out of this stillness seemed to arise a power to deal with the emergency that very soon brought it to a successful issue. I learned then effectually that my strength was to sit still. Hannah Woodall Smith. There is a perfect passivity which is not indolence. It is a living stillness born of trust. Quiet tension is not trust. It is simply compressed anxiety. Not in the tumult of the rending storm, not in the earthquake or devouring flame, but in the hush that could all fear transform, the still small whisper to the prophet came. O soul, keep silence on the mount of God. Though cares and needs throb around thee like a sea, from supplications and desires unshod, be still and hear what God shall say to thee. All fellowship hath interludes of rest, new strength maturing in each poise of power. The sweetness, hallelujahs, of the blessed are silent for the space of half an hour. O rest in utter quietude of soul. Abandon words, leave prayer and praise a while. Let thy whole being hushed in His control, learn the full meaning of His voice and smile. Not as an athlete wrestling for a crown, not taking heaven by violence of will, but with thy Father as a child sit down, and know the bliss that follows His be still. Mary Rowles Jarvis. Have a great rest of your day. Lord willing, we'll chat tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.